welcome back to my channel today. Today I've got kind of a more special video for you guys. I am celebrating my 6th year wedding anniversary with my husband today, and I thought it would be fun. I was just going through some wedding photos to post on Facebook and my Instagram and all of that, and as I was going through, I kind of was thinking of the makeup process that I did for my wedding and my wedding photos, and I thought it would be fun to revisit my wedding makeup and kind of redo it, use as many of the same products as I used then 6 years ago, but kind of update it, do it how I would do it now, because I'm more skilled and practiced and I've been playing around with makeup more so now than 6 years ago when I got married. I did do my own makeup for my wedding with the help of one of my bridesmaids and my best friend and my hairdresser. You've heard me mention her a lot through my videos, Kate Slumko. She put on my lashes because I do not do false lashes. I've worn false lashes twice in my entire life. One was for Halloween. There were these like long pink foiled things for this like pink fairy that I was when I was like, I don't know, 18 or 20 or something, some big house party, and we got really drunk. The eyelashes did not last long, but the other occasion was for my wedding. I don't normally wear false lashes, as you guys know, because my lashes are nice and long and stuff, and as soon as I put mascara on, they're good to go. But for wedding photos, I thought I would do extra just to make sure that they were seen and, you know, just a little more detail, because you usually go into a little bit more detail for wedding photo pictures. So I'm not doing false lashes today though. I will just do my usual mascara thing. I'm going to today kind of, like I said, just update my makeup, use as many of the same products as I used 6 years ago, but do it how I would do it now. So a little bit more blending with the eyes, a little bit more detail with the eyes and the way that I do my shadows. I'll do some contouring, which I did not do contouring back then. Contour wasn't a thing back then. I'm doing highlight today because it's me. Gotta do highlight. Again, highlight, not a thing back then, or at least not that I really knew of. I wasn't as into makeup 6 years ago as I am now. I've always been into makeup, but not to this extent, and I was working full time, and we had Daniel. He was like, what, a year and a half then when we got married. So yeah, just busy. I didn't have time to sit and play with makeup and stuff, and I was working full time and all of that. So yeah, just gonna kind of update it. Anyways, enough of the rambling. So that is also why you might see that I'm a little extra today. I've got my jewelry and my hairpiece. This was actually, I don't know if you guys can get a good enough peek. Hopefully that's coming through on camera. This was what I wore on my wedding when we did my hair, and this was the necklace that I wore for my wedding. This, I don't know, I got this off of Etsy. I don't know if this store is still running and up and running, but I will check on that actually, and if it is, I will put the link to the shop down below and on the screen and all of that of where this is from. And there's nowhere you can get this necklace. This was custom made. My girlfriend at the time made jewelry. These are Swarovski crystals. The earrings as well that matched this, the like kind of, what would you call that? Irregular geometric shaped crystals. I have some drop earrings as well that match this, but I'm not doing those today because they're a little tough to do makeup with. So I just put in nice little just like crystal rhinestone stud kind of things. Yeah, just went a little bit extra because it's kind of a special video. I'll put some wedding photos over here so you guys can just kind of see what I did, and you know, I'm celebrating my anniversary, so I'm gonna throw some wedding photos in. that is the plan for today. And if you want to see my updated wedding makeup, what I did 6 years ago versus how I would do it now, then keep on watching. So I don't have anywhere else to be today, so I'm not gonna go like super like primer and, you know, all that stuff. I'm not gonna do the setting spray or anything today. We're just gonna get right into the makeup. So my skin is just clean. I have nothing on. So I'm just gonna go straight in with my BB cream. I've got the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream. This is what I used on my wedding day. Yeah, I don't know what shade this is. Sorry, guys. I've been using this BB cream for years, obviously, because I did use this BB cream on my wedding day, and again, 6 years today. So I'm just gonna go in with this all over, blah, blah, blah. It is an 8-in-1 beauty balm. This one with an SPF of 30 light sheer tint. I usually use a BB cream anyways. Obviously for my wedding, I would have taken a little bit more care in this step. Not worrying about this too much right now. And my skin is also so much just so different from 6 years ago. I didn't do much for skincare 6 years ago, and I had a lot of texture and redness, and so I've kind of combat all of that now. Sorry, my dog is barking downstairs. I don't know why. I'm gonna go check on that. Hang on. Okay, sorry. I still don't know what my dog was barking at, but I've also brought you guys in just a little bit closer. This is also just the same Dollarama Lori brand cosmetic sponge, latex free, that I've been using. It's just, I went back and I got a pink one because I was loving that green one so much. And I was using the crap out of it. And I always like to have more than one sponge because, you know, if you forget to clean one or whatever, you know, things like that. So yeah, I went back and I got a pink one. I'm gonna go in with my concealer now. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair number 15. Loving this concealer. It's a nice lighter weight alternative to the Hard Candy Glamouflage that I was using. I still use it, but for like a day-to-day, it's a little extra, shall we say. This is just nice, lightweight. It doesn't feel as heavy duty. That is not straight at all. But that's okay. We'll blend that out and it'll be fine. There. See? No big deal. I'm just going to take the excess onto my eyelids because I don't have a primer on, as I mentioned before. There we go. I'm loving that concealer. Loving. And then I'm going to take my powder. This is the Essence Shape Your Face Contouring Palette. And going to take the Essence Blush Brush. I'm just in the highlight middle shade. I'm going to put that under my eyes. I'm not going to bake today or anything like that. Again, I don't need this makeup to last like I would on my wedding day. I like this powder because it does such a good job. It doesn't break up on me or anything. That whole palette, the bronzer, the highlight shade, and the blush, just really good. And things blend so nicely on top of it. I'm just gonna set my eyelid with this as well. I'm pretty much gonna set everywhere that I used concealer with this powder. Because it's not a highlighter, but it has a super subtle shimmer to it. So it's great to use on the high points of your face, just to kind of set things. I'll set the rest of my face with my talc-free Physicians Formula Mineral Wear Airbrush Loose Powder. I don't know if you guys saw that poof that just came up. Okay, that's good enough for now. And if you guys are ever curious about the brushes that I use, make sure to check the description box below. I always have the brushes and the links for those in the description box below. And I do have the brand names usually across the bottom of this screen. I just don't mention them in my video. It's less for me to have to mention at the time. So I'm going to take the bronzer shade. I said contour earlier, but I'm not going to do a like super serious contour. Or maybe I am. I was just gonna bronze up the skin, but that came out a little more than I originally planned, so we'll just go with it. Okay, and then normally lately I would go in with the blush shade from that Shape Your Face palette, but on my wedding day I used Nars Outlaw. There's a couple of pieces that are going to fall out. There's Major Pan. I don't use this very often anymore, but I don't even know if they have this shade anymore. That is what I used back then, so that's what I'm going to use today. It's a nice it's a pinky tone. It's like a medium pink tone, but it's got a nice golden shimmer in it. So it gives you a nice glowy, radiant look, but it's not sparkly. Okay, and then brows. I have no idea what I was using for brows back then. Like, zero idea. Probably just some random brow pencil or something. I don't know. And I didn't know too much about doing brows back then either. I'm going to go in with my trusty Essence combo today. So the eyebrow designer in brown, 02 brown, and then run through with the Essence Make Me Brow Eyebrow Gel and Mascara in 02 Brownie Brows. And that's boring, and you guys have seen me do that combo on my eyebrows in like every single video recently, so I'm gonna go do my brows off camera and then I'll come back. Okay, so brows are on, and I've also shifted a little bit this way in my room. I'm trying to use my window for natural light as much as possible for videos now. This is only my second video that I've done like this, and we've kind of got a mix of sun and cloud today, and since I started filming, the sun has gone away and it's cloudy, so I don't have as much light coming through my window, and I was kind of off to the side of my window, so I felt like it was creating a shadow here on this side of my face. So I'm more directly in front of the window now using all of the natural light that is coming through, and it's straight on. So hopefully that's better for you guys. Again, let me know down below if you guys like this setup better instead of me at my vanity and you're kind of like in the background looking straight on at my headboard and stuff. And also using different lighting. This is natural light. I feel like the natural light, you can see things better and the colors read more true and whatnot. But anyways, rambles over. Eyebrows are on. We are going to go into the eyes now. And on my wedding day, I used this compact from MAC. I have refilled these shadows since. These were like my ride or dies for so many years. So these are not the original shadows from my wedding. It would be a little bit, probably, I know you're not supposed to use makeup that long, so 6 years, but yeah. So I have refilled these. It was a, it's one of the custom compacts that you can get and the eyeshadow pans just slot into a magnetic base. I will have the names on the screen and down in the description box below because the names are on the back of the pans, and these pans are a little bit finicky to get out, so I don't want to pull them out every single time. I haven't been using these shadows as much since I've like been into makeup. I've got so many other things, so that's why this one is not refilled. This is like fluff or floof or something like that if I recall correctly, but we're gonna use as much of it as possible. However, before I do that, where's my brush? I'm just going to go back into the highlight shade of my Shape Your Face and just put a little bit extra powder just to make sure everything blends really nice. This doesn't really have a transition shade, which I didn't know anything about transition shades back then. So I'm actually going to, this is my Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2 from my BoxyCharm in August, no, September, no, August BoxyCharm. I'm going to use this as a transition shade just to, and this is Marina, just so that I can get a bit of a darker crease. Again, 6 years ago, I knew nothing about transition shades and layering and all of that good stuff. Just drag a tiny bit underneath. I'm a little bit sensitive right here. I think I've got like a blemish coming. Ugh. I'm usually pretty good. I usually don't get them, but there's been a lot going on lately and had a lot of stress. Pretty sure hormones are going to be contributing to it really quick or really soon. So yeah, I can feel it coming. Do you guys have any good tips for preventing them? Leave them below if you have some like good ride or die things that when you feel one coming on, you just slather something on and it kind of stops it from coming. Let me know. But yeah, it's been interesting. My oldest child got bit at school by another child. Broke the skin. Yeah, it was great. Like mom's worst nightmare come true, right? He didn't need an extra shot or anything. He didn't need stitches. Just it was a matter of keeping it clean and keeping antibiotic ointment on it, like polysporin kind of thing, right? Not antibiotic. Yeah, antibiotic. Yeah, and just keeping it bandaged and cleaned and all of that. But the meetings with the school and the other parents and all of that to get it sorted and make sure none of this happens ever again. It's just crazy. I'm going to sweep this like medium shimmery pink everywhere over my eyelid and kind of into my crease. I'll use it as a somewhat transition shade, but not really. My youngest, who I don't know if you can hear in the background or not, he had strep. So we got all the bite situation all settled and dealt with and whatever. Following week, my youngest all of a sudden out of the blue came down with strep throat, and he had a massive fever. Well, not massive, but I mean a fever, a decent fever, and he was just completely lethargic and not himself. And of course went to the doctor, and we had to wait for the throat swab test results to come back. So he missed 2 days of school. It's just kindergarten, but still. He loves it. He absolutely loves it. And he hates when he's not there and he knows he's supposed to be. And he's absolutely enamored by his teacher. And I'm pretty sure the feeling is mutual on both sides. But yeah, so he was home for 2 days. So that was a lot to deal with, and while we were waiting for the throat swab results to come back, it was Advil around the clock to keep the fever down and any swelling in his throat. and all of that. So yeah, that was fun. Never a dull moment around here. I'm really liking how this is going so far. I kind of already like it better this way than on my wedding day. But we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna go into this darker pink and put that through the crease and outer V. And a little underneath as well. I never ever used to put shadow underneath. I would rarely ever even line my lower lid or lash line or anything. So I would have just like all this like heaviness. Not that I wore like super heavy makeup or anything, but just it's amazing what you learn over the years, and when you really get into playing with makeup and stuff, it's amazing what you pick up. Yeah, I just find I don't like now when I don't have anything on my lower lash line, because I feel that it's really top heavy and everything is all up here and then there's nothing down here and it doesn't balance out or anything like that. I'm wiping off the little bit that was left on my brush. I'm just going to blend right up here. Don't have a brow highlight on or anything yet. I just want it really soft and blown out. I don't want any harsh edges. I don't want anything to read as like super dark, and I don't even really want to call it smoky. Just really soft. And then I'm gonna go in with a more defined crease brush. This has a little bit of a taper to it. And I'm going to use this purpley eggplanty color and just right in the very corner and into the outer crease. Nothing crazy. And I'm just gonna keep it really precise. And also underneath. Just on the outer bit. So it just darkens up that outer edge, or the outer corner, outer area. Nothing super smoky crazy, and I'm not bringing it up higher on the brow bone either. I forgot how much I love these shadows and these colors. Again, I haven't used them for quite a while. They're the only MAC shadows in my collection. I'm going to go back in with my original brush and the medium pink and just soften out any of those edges. Super light hand, like I'm barely putting any pressure on. Okay, and before I go any further, things kind of got a little carried away down here, so I'm just gonna clean that up a bit. Yeah, I just didn't want it to come down quite that far. And I don't want like a harsh line where the eyeshadow all of a sudden stops, like I've got right now. Got nothing on my brush. And I'm just softening that line there. But yeah, you can see how it's not as dark down there now. Might add just a smidge. Still on this fluffy brush because I don't want a super high concentration of color. Just a smidge with this original lighter pink that has kind of that bluey shift to it. What do we think, guys? I think it's very pretty. It's nice and soft. It's nothing too crazy, but yet if I was getting photos done, it would show up well, and there's a nice like gradient happening from the inner to the outer, going lighter to darkest. So I like it. We're gonna stop there with that, and I'm just going to find my small shader here and try and grab some of the highlight shade for my brow bone. I don't know that there's enough. I might just have to use my face highlight. That didn't really show up, did it? that's okay, because I haven't done anything with highlight yet. So, my Clear Cosmetics to the rescue. And I've got this nice kind of pinky one here. This was from their holiday collection last year. This is the Sucrose Highlight. It's candy cane scented. Still, to this day, still smells candy cane scented, and it's been almost a year since I've had it. I'm going to go with mainly the middle shade, which still has a bit of a pinky shift to it, but I'm going to mix in ever so slightly a little bit of this lighter pink stripe where you can see a just barely touched pan. But yeah, I don't want anything super pink, but I just want that just a little bit. Okay, see? Now there's a highlight up there. For the inner corner, I'm not going to grab any of the pink at all. And then just again with my original brush, just soften things a bit, because if this were my wedding day, again, I would want things nice and soft and blended, not anything super stroby. Okay, now I'm gonna grab my fan brush since we have the highlight out. I'm going to just mainly use this part here. Normally I would go across this way, but I don't want anything too pink on my face. I'm just gonna hit those high points a little bit. Nothing really intense. As I say that, I've got like a beam right there. It's kind of hard not to get like a nice beam with these highlights because they are so fantastic. But this is less than what I normally do, honestly. I need some of my clear brow gel because I have got some wild ones that are not staying tame. You guys can't see it, but I can. So I think that is it for highlight, which I know you guys, if you know me at all, you're going like, wow, that's all you're gonna do. Normally I spend like 15 minutes on highlight alone. Okay, I'm gonna finish up the eyes with some eyeliner and mascara. I was gonna do a wing because in my wedding photos I was wearing, like I said earlier, false lashes, and they had a rather thick band, and I remember doing liner and just an ever so slight wing, but because I'm not doing false lashes, I was gonna do kind of a wing, but I suck at wings and I hate doing wings. I just don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do my eyeliner off camera and we'll see what happens with it, and I will come back on when it is done. Okay, liner is on. I did decide to go with a wing. They're not perfect. This one's pretty good, actually. This one, I don't know. Again, I'm not the best at wings, and my eyes are slightly hooded, so it is what it is. But not the worst wings I've ever done. I used my Physicians Formula. This is crazy long name. Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Ergonomic Felt Tip Eyeliner and Serum in Ultra Black. So that is what it looks like. And I'm just going to now go through with my Rimmel Scandal Eyes Kohl Liner in black. I lost my mirror. There we go. It's just black, and I'm just going to tight line the waterline to thicken up that lash band and fill in that gap. And also smoke a little bit, or smudge a little bit into the lower as well. Can you guys hear him? He's on a Ghostbuster kick. It sounds like he's right outside my door, but he's not. He's down the hallway in his room. Okay, so I'm just going to smudge that kind of in a little bit more. And then whatever's on my brush from doing that, I'm just gonna smudge in the lower lash line. And mascara, can we guess what I'm gonna use? Essence I Heart Extreme Crazy Volume Mascara. I did not have this on my wedding day. Not sure, it was probably a Maybelline mascara that I was using at the time, but again I had the falsies, so not the biggest deal in the world. But yeah, I was major into Maybelline mascaras back then. I still think that they have some of the best mascaras. I don't know, just Essence has won my heart with this mascara. Oh, I didn't curl my lashes. Duh! Hang on. And hopefully this doesn't ruin my lower lashes when I curl them. Be gentle. Okay. Upper lashes are curled. Let's go back and with the mascara now. My eyelashes on this one curled a little funny. I don't know if you guys can see. There's like a gap. Some of them curled like really far this way and then some went this way. So I'm trying to fix that. That happens to me every now and again. Does that happen to you guys? Your eyelashes curl funny? I suppose that's the beauty to false lashes. They're always even. I just can't be bothered. Not even with like the singles, the like little individual lashes. I can't be bothered. And honestly, I don't need it. Most of the time this does not happen. These ones went fantastic. We'll focus on this eye. Okay, we just have to do lips now. And at the time for my wedding, I had a MAC lip gloss. I don't have that anymore. I used that up and I never replenished it. I find them too sticky. It was beautiful. I don't remember the name of the color, but you can see in the photos. I'll put another one right here right now. It was a pink. So I think what I'm gonna do is, but it was like glittery and I believe it had like kind of a shift to it. So I'm going to take my Essence lip liner in 06 Satin Mauve. This is like my favorite lip liner. And then I'm going to top it with a ColourPop lip gloss that I have. I'll show you that color in a second. There's the lip liner, and I did fill in because I am just using a gloss. And the gloss that I'm going to use, like I said, is ColourPop. And it is from their recent birthday collection. This is Wishes. It's a really nice, like, pretty pinky, hot pink with a nice bluey purple reflect kind of duochrome to it. I love it. I just got this recently and I love their ultra glossy lip formula. It is not sticky. They usually have decent pigmentation. I'm gonna go in close with this so you can see when I'm applying it. Did you guys see that? The fantastic like shift that had. Like, I could just... Are you guys seeing this? I could sit here and do that all day. So that is my recreation of my wedding makeup, guys. I really love how this turned out. I kind of want to redo my wedding photos. And my hair is fantastic for wedding as well, if you can tell by the feathers in my hair. And I don't know if any of the photos that I'm gonna post have my bouquet in them, but we had a peacock color theme to our wedding and I did have peacock feathers in my bouquet and also here obviously. So, and my nails had like I had gel nails at the time, but they had like a green and white marble tip with a silver smile line. So yes, it was very, yeah, it wasn't like peacock feathers everywhere. My bridesmaids' dresses were like the peacock green and blue. So actually, all of my bridesmaids were the blue and my maid of honor was green. But yeah, so that is my recreation of my wedding makeup, how I would do my wedding makeup now, 6 years later, and I freaking love it. I think it turned out fantastic. I am super, super happy. Thank you to those of you who voted on the poll on my Instagram stories that I posted, whether I should do this or not. I did. You guys wanted to see it, so I did it, and this is how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and celebrating my 6-year wedding anniversary. Let me know if you guys like this lighting better, this sort of background. You see a little bit more of the bed and stuff instead of just head on and you just see my headboard because my shoulders usually block the accent pillows and stuff. So let me know what you guys think of that. Let me know what you guys thought of today's video. Comments below. Let me know what you guys want to see upcoming on my channel. And again, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video and hang out with me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Make sure to subscribe if you have not already. Like, share, comment. You know the drill. And I'll check you later. Mwah! Love you all. Just going to... Oh! Hello.
Are you done filming yet?
No. Why? I can hear you though. Why?
Because I just heard you not saying anything.
Oh, okay.
Because
Are you going to be my cameraman when you're older?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I can hear you singing though. So can everybody else that's going to be watching this movie. You go play, okay?
Mommy?
Yes?
Once you're done filming, I have to show you something pretty cool.
Okay.
The ghosts.
Well, you can show me when I'm done, okay?
Okay.
All right. Can you close my door, please?
And I'll also tell you when it's doing once you're done filming.
Okay. Thank you.